Hi everybody, my name's Brenda and welcome to TangleBreak. Today we're going to do this tile using the Fragment F2 and we're going to alternate it and mirror it to give it this really cool design. We're going to be using the 8 basic steps of the Zentangle Method. Step number 1 is gratitude and appreciation. I'm thankful for the time that we're able to take a break from our day to relax and draw. And the supplies that we're going to use are a Micron 08 black pen, a pencil, a Tortillon, and a 3.5-inch white tile. So grab your supplies, take a deep breath, and let's relax and draw. So let's get started. Grab your tile and your pen, and step 2 is the corner dots. Step 3 is the border. Step 4 is the string, and since we're working with the fragment today, we're going to make a grid. So go to the center of your tile and split it in half. And then go to both halves and split it in half again. Then you're going to turn your tile and do the same thing in this direction. Divide your tile in half. And then divide each side in half. And that gives you the grid we're going to use. Okay, now we're going to work with Fragment F2, and we're just going to be doing it in different ways. Bottom left to top right. Then we're going to draw this little triangle here. Just oring the edges of the square. You're going to fill it in. Then we're going to draw a line from the corner to the corner. And then we're going to oar the top twice. And that's it. And then I'm going to just ink in the very tip top. Okay, now we're going to do it in a different direction. Top left to bottom right, a little arch. Put in your triangle here. Ink it in. Connect the corners. 2 auras on the top. And ink in the very tip top corner. And that's it. So just we're going to alternate all the way across. So bottom left to top right. Make your triangle. Ink it in. Connect the corners. 2 auras on the top here. And then ink in the very tip top. Little triangular shape. Okay, now we're going to alternate again. Top left to bottom right. Put in your triangle. And you're going to find out doing this one fragment, mirroring it and alternating, we're going to have such a cool design at the end. And that's all we're going to do over and over, but in different directions. Okay, I'm going to turn my tile to make it easier. Let me just look at this. Let's just turn it at once. And what we're going to do is go to the section, the one right beside it. And we're going to mirror it. So I did my arch. Now my triangle. Ink it in. Same steps. Okay, my 2 auras on top and ink in the top corner. Okay, now I'm going to mirror it again. And I can turn my tile to make it easier. Arch, triangle, ink it in. my 2 auras here and then ink in the corner. And it's going to be different sizes just because of the different squares are going to be, a little bit different in size, and it all works out. So you see I'm just going to add a little bit more to the triangle here to make it more even. Now I'm going to aura again, this arch, making a mirror. Doing my triangle, and I'm mirroring the one on top and the one on the side, and then joining my auras and then filling in the corner. Okay, one more on this side. I'm just going to keep my tile in this direction just so that you can follow what I'm doing. And you can do it in either order. It doesn't matter, whichever is more comfortable. Then I just have to put in my 2 auras here and fill in the corner, and half of it is done. Half of my tile is complete. So you can turn your tile in any direction to make it the most comfortable for you when you're drawing. And I'm just going to add a little bit more here and there just to make the little triangles look a little more even. All right, I'm turning it all the way around this way. Now I'm going to make my arch just like I did at the beginning, and then I can make my 2 auras here and fill in the top, having them touch. Then I can go to my triangle and then join the corners. Okay, so now I'm alternating on the next one and going in this direction. Okay, I'm going to turn my tile, and I'm just going to finish this bottom area here. I'm going to connect those aura with the one above it and fill it in. And the meta pattern that's appearing is very cool. I enjoy watching meta patterns appear from fragments. That all you're doing is using the same fragment over and over again, but in different directions, mirroring and alternating. Such a cool effect. Okay, put in the triangle. And then join the corner. Okay, I just have one more group of 4 squares to do. And I'm just going to go in this direction this time. Okay, I'm going to join the auras. 1 and then 2, fill it in. And then look at the cool diamond shape that's going to be in the middle of your tile, just because of the way you connected all the fragments. Love it. Okay, draw the corner. All right, we just have 3 left. I think you know what to do now. The arch is the first part, and then you can go in any order. Okay, one last square. Joining the auras. The last triangle. And the last line. All right, look at that. I love the meta pattern. And wait until we shade. You know how much I love to shade. Okay, now just to give it some direction for your eye to follow, let's put in some extra lines in here. So on the right hand side, all the way down, this post, I'll call it a post going down, I'm going to put in these little lines. I'm putting in 3 or 4, whatever fits. 1, 2, 3. That one's just 3, so I guess 3. Whatever fits. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this post coming down, just to give your eye something to follow. Giving it the detail, just to make your eyes go around the tile looking at more things. And it gives it the dimension that I love. All right, turn your tile, and we're going to do it again on these 2 posts that are coming down. So on the right hand side, draw 3 or 4 lines, whatever fits in your picture, in your tile. And it just gives it some texture. And you notice both sides of the post now. Gives it a little depth. And this one, I'll put a 4th one in there, just to fill in the space. Okay, so now grab your pencil and let's shade. So I'm going to go across the right hand side all the way down with my pencil. And then I'll go back with the Tortillon to smooth it in. So on this side, on the right hand side, all the way up and down. Okay, so grab your Tortillon and let's just go ahead and smooth this while we still have our tile in this direction. And the little pencil marks disappear. Okay, now turn your tile and let's do the same thing again on the right hand side. Okay, now grab your Tortillon and smooth that in. Okay, grab your pencil again, and now I'm going to go underneath the little hooded areas and along the little corners here. So along the corners and underneath like the little hooded arch, and then along the inner part of the arches. So everywhere that there's looks like there's an intersection is where I'm putting in some pencil. So then it'll give it more of a folded look, a more dimensional look, especially after we use the Tortillon to blend it. Okay, now grab your Tortillon and smooth it in to make the shadows. And it really makes the dimension of your tile look even better. I love that. I love shading. I think it's relaxing and I love the effect of it. Okay, so now it's time for step 7, initial and sign. So grab your pen and decide where you want to put your initials or your chop. Turn it over on the back and sign your artwork. And this is TangleBreak 2026. And today we were working with Fragment F2. And I love how alternating it and mirroring it gave us such a cool pattern. I hope you enjoyed our break today, and I will see you next time on TangleBreak. Bye for now.